Yo, what's good YouTube? ZAMCRO here, aka Scoot, back with the Summer Showdown of 2019, and we've got round 2 pool plays, and we're facing off against BDogBears. So currently we're sitting at 0-1. We played pretty sloppy in our first match. In the mid and end game. At the beginning, I felt like we played really well. Anyways, we've got our second matchup here, facing off against BDogBears, like I mentioned earlier. Pretty scary squad, as you can see on screen. He's got the Amoonguss, Tyranitar, Scizor, Victini. That's Mega Scizor, by the way. Victini, Keldeo, and the Thundurus Therian. Also have the Whirlipede and the Aldino. And we know my squad. I've left Celesteela on the bench for this matchup. And I've actually left Magnemite on the bench for this matchup. Opted instead to bring a different approach to the match. We've got a sub Mega Diancie with Moonblast Power Gem and Hidden Power Fire. Idea is to sub so that we're not easily revenge killed by the Mega Scizor. We got a Life Orb Breaker Hydreigon with Roost, EV to survive 1 Life Orb Recoil plus Stealth Rocks and a +2 Adamant Mega Scizor's Flip Punch, which is pretty nice. We've got a sub Calm Mind Suicune with Scald and Extra Sensory, which hits Keldeo and the Amoonguss. We've got a specially defensive Decidueye, mostly for Keldeo, with U-turn for momentum, Leaf Blade, and Spirit Shackle, so that we can trap the Amoonguss and then U-turn out without fear, or just hard switch out, but mostly U-turn out without fear of him being a doubling or anything like that. Spirit Shackle prevents the double pretty much. Anyways, we've got a Shadow Tag Gothitelle, which is really nice, and we avoid being trapped by a Tyranitar because we have the Culver Berry. So even if we are trapped, it'll be okay. We can switch out anyway, things like that. We've got Psychic, Hidden Power, Fighting, Thunder Wave, and Taunt. And then last but not least, we have our Stealth Rocker and Stun Fist, which has Earth Power, hits the majority of the squad, and some of them for super effective damage, with Hidden Power Ice for the Thundurus Therian, and Foul Play for Swords Dance Mega Scizor. So let's go ahead and help him to the match. I've already decided I'm going to lead off with Stun Fist, as it allows me to get up Stealth Rocks pretty early in the match, which is really nice. But he leads with his Amoonguss here, so I'm at a small disadvantage here. But I can just get Rocks up, or I can hard switch into the Decidueye, not allowing him to put me to sleep. Rocks are pretty important, and I don't necessarily need Stunfisk alive. I just need it to not be like a Double Dance Thundy, and I think it can't afford to be. It has to have, I believe it has to have coverage moves, but we're going to see here. So I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks as my opponent goes for Spore. So I didn't expect him to do that because I had the Decidueye in the back, but I am going to stay in one turn here. I am quite Spadev, so it won't do much damage to me, and I'm just going to go for the Earth Power here. Yeah, just going to go for the Earth Power here, predicting him to switch out, and I'll at least burn a turn. And maybe not predicting him to switch out, but like I said, he's not going to do much back to me. Oh, he's physically offensive and goes for the Seed Bomb. So he actually does get quite a bit of damage off on me there, which is really nice from him. That was actually nice to see. So we burned a turn of sleep, but it's not very good for us right now. So we're going to hard switch out into our Decidueye, which can comfortably take a grass type move. I don't foresee him going for any other type of an attack. I could go into my Hydreigon and fire off a Draco. We know he's not a Soul Vest. Life Orb Draco into Superpower drops the Tyranitar, and Life Orb Draco does a lot to Scizor pre-Mega, which is really nice. So Amoonguss really solid versus my team, but I do have Taunt on Gothitelle, which could have prevented the Spore and would have thus had him trapped. A wee bit unfortunate, but not the end of the world. What does suck is taking 46% from C-Bomb there. A fun guy. Puns. Pokey puns are hilarious. With rocks up, I don't necessarily ever let Thunderous set up, so I could theoretically stay in here with my Stunfisk and keep Decidueye healthy for Keldeo. I don't think Amoonguss gets access to knockoff. So, our opponent has, well, let's just go over his options. So he actually goes into the Tyranitar. So this is pretty scary for me, actually. This is his only rocker, so he could go for rocks here, but it's likely he has Pursuit. But what's the likelihood that he actually clicks it here? And would he stay in versus Decidueye? If he believes he's faster, he would. This is a tough call. Because Decidueye is very, 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 very important for Keldeo. So I'm going to go for the Leaf Blade here. Hopefully my opponent switches out, expecting me to maybe be faster than him and not wanting to take a Leaf Blade. Go on the Scizor here. The fact that my opponent could go into Scizor here makes me want to U-turn out instead, because I don't want that thing coming in and being able to ever set up for free. Ever. So I'm going to U-turn out instead. I do expect my opponent to switch out into either Scizor or Amoonguss, or he's clicking Pursuit. So let's see what he's going to do here. So my opponent just goes straight for the crunch. Really, really solid there. Amoonguss is nowhere near weakened enough for me to start going in. Man, that was a really good crunch play there. Really, really solid crunch play. It actually gives him the front four now. Because now I don't have a direct counter to Keldeo. But I could go Suicune and click Scald here and potentially get a Scald Burn on Amoonguss, and since it's physical, my Calm Mind Suicune might be able to just win this matchup. A little bit more obstacles to take care of first though. So he reveals Crunch. I think I'm going to go into Hydreigon here and click Superpower. I think it's pretty no drawback if he goes Keldeo, then I can is the play to just go Mega Dance and click Moonblast? Maybe even sub up? I don't think so. Not yet. I think I might use the Suicune to bait in the Amoonguss. Let's see here. If I go Suicune, he's going to go into Amoonguss or Keldeo, right? So what I'm going to do is pull a switch into Gothitelle. No, I'm going to click Scald first. He may stay in here, and I just lost my decidueye. But if he goes, yeah, I gotta go to my Gothitail, because if he goes into a Mungus, he gets a free spore. My opponent went for the Dragon Dance. You gotta be kidding me. So I am Cobra Berry, right? So I'm gonna Thunder Wave this thing. And now that saves me from being swept. But a Mungus is becoming extremely difficult to beat at this point. Just gonna see how much my Hydreigon's he's like max Spadef. Dark Pulse into Draco after Stealth Rocks might be able to knock him out, knock the Mungus out. That is. I am clicking Hidden Power Fighting here with my Gothitelle. There is potential for him to get paralyzed. There is the potential for him to expect my Hydreigon to come in and him to click Stone Edge. He actually gets a weakness policy though. Pop there. I'm going to click the Hidden Power Fighting once again here. So now I see why he Dragon Danced in front of my Suicune. And he probably didn't think that was going to knock him out there, because the first one did 36%, but the Sandstorm was up and gave him a special defense boost, and that was completely over at that point. So, yeah, that was a knockout there. So thankfully he got paralyzed. That was really scary. However, I did just go into my Hydreigon or Mega Diancie and click buttons from there, though. So Scizor's going to be a problem. Oh, snap. Oh, yeah, that's regular Scizor. That's regular Scizor's max speed. Jolly's Adamant Mega Scizor's max speed is 249. And I'm faster than that with my Gothitelle. So I can taunt him and prevent him from Swords Dancing up ever, which is really nice for me. And I can either risk Scald Burns or go directly into my Hydreigon after that and fire off Dark Pulses. Keldeo is a huge threat, so I don't necessarily just want to go for the Dark Pulse out of anywhere. I like to have a sub up with my Mega Diancie. I know Scizor always breaks the sub. I definitely did not think he would bring this sort of Tyranitar. I thought he would bring a Pursuit Trapping Tyranitar, because it was obvious that I was going to bring my Gothitelle to Pursuit Trap his Amoonguss and his Keldeo, so he could counter my trapping with his own trapping. Wonder what my opponent's thinking right now. Like, it's turn 8, it's 5-5, he has a small advantage with my Gothitelle being weakened and having Pokemon that I can't easily break with the rest of my squad. He could go into Thundy here, which could be very, very scary actually. I think my play, yeah, if he goes Thundy, I'm just going to click Taunt and prevent him from getting the second setup, whatever he goes for here. If he goes for the dance, if he goes for agility, he won't be able to get the nasty play off. If he goes for the nasty play, he won't be able to get the agility off. So he opts to go for the agility. now he's not going to be able to get the nasty play off. And we can click. Psychic here. I'm just going to check the rules real quick to see if I have to Mega Evolve first turn. I don't think I have to. I can Mega Evolve any turn I wish. So I think going Mega Diancie here is okay for me, and I can stay in regular form. And Thunder should not be able to knock me out. And does Power Gem knock him out? It should from this range. So yeah, my play is going to Mega Diancie here. Not Mega Evolve, click Power Gem. He could have Hidden Power Steel or something. He could also beat Z-Move as well. But I still survive Z-Move as well. Unless he has, like I said, a Steel type move or Hidden Power Steel, in which, if he's got Hidden Power Steel, I still survive that as long as I don't Mega Evolve. And he's timid. However, if he's modest, it's a roll, but it's in my favor. He needs a maximum roll to knock me out. What? How did that knock me out? Even modest shouldn't knock me out. What is going on? I didn't Mega Evolve, did I? Well, I'll have to check that out and see if I Mega Evolved. So I don't know what the hell happened there. But obviously I should have scouted for the Z move and went into my Stunfisk and then doubled back into my Diancie. So I think that's game, and that's actually going to eliminate us from advancing to brackets. I'm pretty sure because we played really, really poorly in our first game. He's going to have Focus Blast. I think he needed Focus Blast on this set. He could have Hidden Power Ice, but I think it's going to be Focus Blast. It hits the Magnemite as well as Z Focus Blast hitting the Stunfisk. But what is this? I don't think I can win now, but there's always a possibility with the Suicune in the bag. Man, that's really, really unfortunate. Calcs are still saying he should not be able to knock modest. He can't have a boosted item because he was Z-Move. He went for the Z-Move. Gigavolt Havoc. Diancie regular form. Base 150 special defense, right? I don't know. Oh, so I got a crit on the Amoonguss, which isn't bad, not gonna lie. But now he's able to go into his Scizor, and if he is a Bullet Punch Scizor, I mean if he's a setup Scizor, I think it wins. I mean it definitely wins. But just in case, the play is to go into Suicune, obviously, start firing off attacks, and if he is an adamant, yeah, so my Stunfisk can 2-hit KO Scizor with Foul Play if he goes for Swords Dance, before he can like 4-hit KO me with Bullet Punch. It's doing like 25 to 28% or so. This is a really, really, really unfortunate game. Oh, man. I'm just going to drop a Draco here. I don't have another play. Oh my goodness, my opponent doubled into Victini. Predicting what? That's what I want to run. This is going to give me my Fisk, at least. My man goes for the Trick Room here. This is going to give me the advantage. I'm going to click Earth Power in case I wake up. No waking up for me. So now I'm going to go into Suicune. And I'm going to click Sub. Bolt Strike will not put me in range to the point where I can't sub. Or do I Calm Mind? Or do I just knock him out? I'm going to go for the Calm Mind, actually. It might prevent me from losing to the Bundy. So that's what I'm going to do first. Just click Calm Mind here. My opponent gets fully paralyzed. That is so super unfortunate. But I'm going to go for the sub now. And my opponent gets paralyzed again. What? Now I'm going to click Calm Mind again. My opponent gets paralyzed again. What is going on? Oh my god. What the fuck is going on? So, Suicune, I said this during the video. I said if there's a Suicune, there's a way. My opponent has to go into... So he goes into the Scizor, so I may get a Skull Burn, but he actually U-turns out and it doesn't break the sub. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh my god. So, my opponent's going to do what here? U-turn again? How fast is he? Oh yeah, he might not be that fast. But how fast is he? I think the play is to just click Scald. I'm going to sub first, in case he U-turns out again. And he does U-turn. So I believe this is going to give me game. I'm going to click, I'm just going to check and see how much this does. So this is going to do a lot. It won't knock him out, but it'll do a lot. Yeah, he's not able to break my sub there. And now we can click sub again here, as he should break our sub on this turn. Oh, he actually doesn't. Oh, now does he break it? Yeah, now he breaks it. Okay, so now sub again. And from this point, I believe I just click Scald. Oh my god, Suicune, you just did the fucking incredible. Ridiculous game. My opponent had the, man, he said GG and everything, just said it happens, but that's the most incredible shit I have ever seen in my life. I'm gonna go walk this off. I can't really comprehend hacks like that. I don't like it to even be in my favor. Yeah, me and my opponent both signed up to play Pokemon, but goddamn, this is retarded shit. Oh my god. And he played so well in the beginning, caught me off guard with a lot of sets, like a physical Amoonguss, leading Amoonguss, and then having the Dragon Dance weakness policy Tyranitar. But yeah, it's going to be it. Let me know what you guys thought about the prep and the plays on both sides of the field. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, all the good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.